guys, welcome back to my channel and another video on my channel. So it's been a while since I uploaded a video. Mainly I've been doing live streams on my channel, so if you're interested in checking those out, subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified whenever I do a live stream. I normally do a bunch of different games, but today that is not what we are busy doing. We are busy doing a remodel of a previous house I have already done. So the house you are seeing now is the first ever house I did a speed build on my channel. This is the first video on my channel and I'm pretty sure it will always stay on my channel. I will admit I couldn't find this house in any of my save files. I did move from my laptop to my PC, so I don't know if anything got lost. I thought I got all of my save files back, but I just could not find this house along with some other houses that I'm still trying to look for. But I couldn't find it, so I had to go back to my YouTube channel. I had to rewatch my own video and I had to try and rebuild the exact same house that I built in that very first video. And let me tell you what, while building the house, I realized how much I've really grown as a builder. And basically I say that because everything's kind of mixed matched. I never did the same object twice, basically. I never had the same lights. The color schemes are all out of whack. I didn't use the same flooring anyway. Realistically, I don't think that happens very often, but for some reason, that was just my build style. And also, I wasn't really good at landscaping back then. I was kind of nervous of that, so I stayed away from it. I don't know, it has memories because obviously it was my first speed build I did, but I am really happy to be remaking the video. That's what we're doing today. I'm busy giving the whole house a remodel, but I'm still keeping the rooms what they're meant to be. So I might be changing up the layout and everything like that, but bedrooms stay bedrooms, game rooms stay game rooms, and that's basically the way I'm going about it. The main reason why I decided to do this video today is because this is my 100th video on the channel. This is my 100th upload. This is my 100th video overall, and I can't believe I've already done 100 videos on this channel. It feels like such a goal that I just didn't think I would reach. It's really amazing, and I thought there was no better way to honor my 100 videos from being on YouTube to remake the first video I ever did. So it is literally build 1 to 100 technically, where now 100 videos I kind of come back and I'm like, you know what? Girl, you need a remake because this house just ain't what I thought it was back in the day. I also managed to get 70 subscribers, which is completely amazing. I never thought I would get that high, honestly. 50 subscribers, it still feels like I'm trying to get 50. I was on such a grind to try and get 50. I was so hyped up to get 50. And now I have 70 subscribers and I wake up, it still doesn't feel real. So thank you guys so much for everyone who subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot to me. I promised over on my live streams that if I hit 70 subscribers, I would order a pizza when it's safe to go outside and I feel that it's the right time to go outside. I would order a pineapple pizza because I normally don't like that topping myself, but I promised my stream I would do it. So I'm gonna do it. When the time is right, I'm gonna go get a pineapple and bacon pizza and I'm going to take pictures of me eating the pizza. Might record myself eating the pizza. It seems a little bit ridiculous and a little bit small, but to me that's just such a big deal. I never thought I would reach these goals and I never said I was going to eat a pineapple pizza, so that's kind of why I decided to combine the two. So I already did most of the changes to the outside of the house that I wanted to do. Over here I'm just kind of working on the backyard type of area. Previously, this was more of a decking and the pool was built into the decking and I had plants on top. And I do like that idea. I just really like the idea of having it a little bit more natural. And instead of having decking, I kind of cut out a piece to have the pool and a little bit of the garden. So I am going to end up stoning that entire way. So it won't just be grass, it will actually be on stones. I did leave some of the decking and I also have that little area where there's the dance floor, but the reason I normally put the dance floor there is so that it's kind of a glass ceiling without using the glass ceiling option. I love that we have that option, but you can only apply it to normal roofs, and normally in order for me to do something similar to that, I have to like lower the roof completely and it doesn't always work. So I just kind of find that the dance floor works really well, especially if you want to have a glass roof but you still want a little bit of light. So that is kind of what I decided to do. Over here, we are just kind of changing the pathway between the main house and the game room. Previously, I had a fountain that was purple and like a little pathway. I kind of wanted it to look like a bridge that you walk down, but instead I went with the same theme from the outdoor pool area, and I decided to rather just cut it out so you kind of go down into another garden type area and then you can go up to the gaming room. So this is a little more piece of nature. I still include a fountain feature, it's just not the same as previously, and I think I include a chair so you can chill outside and read if you choose to. There are a lot less activities in this little spot, which I really liked. So if you want to kind of sit outside but you don't want to be close to the pool or the barbecue slash braai area, then you can always sit here as an option. Apologies if you heard that, my dog was just getting some water. So we're kind of going back to this area and it's basically going to be what I said. So there's a netball hoop slash basketball hoop. I'm pretty sure it's meant for basketball, but I keep saying netball because I have a netball hoop. We have that over there. We then have this chill out area, which is kind of under the sheltered bit with the glass roof. We're then going to add an area for barbecue slash braai, and I also have a flower making station, which is weird because I didn't actually put down any planter pots or anything like that. So if you want to plant any plants, more than welcome to. There's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't specifically get an area for that, but I feel like out front would be a pretty cool place to have a little bit of a garden going if you do decide to do that. Right at the end you'll see I added hedges by the front of the house just so that it doesn't look as bare anymore and so that it had somewhat of landscaping going on, but it still is a little bit empty. So that's kind of what I decided to do. I also sized down one of those chests that came with cats and dogs, and I just kind of imagined that perhaps that's where they keep their wood. There is an option where it already looks like it's kind of a wood storage area, but I could not find it for the life of me. I don't even know how long I looked, but I probably cut that out of the video, but I looked a really long time. So I just kind of imagined that that little wooden chest area would be where they keep all of their firewood and everything like that. So that's kind of what I decided to go with. After we finish tiling up the pool over here, we are going to move into the entrance, I'm pretty sure, and you'll be able to see the difference I make there. So the way that it stands at the moment, it's very simple, and there's nothing wrong with it being simple, but again, it just didn't fit with the rest of the house. Everything was kind of mixed matched, and I'm at a place in my building where I don't really prefer that at the moment. So for example, there's this rug, which you'll see in a second, and it has like a lot of very loud colors on it, and it's very pretty, and I wanted it to be in the entranceway. It just didn't go with everything else, and there was so many different colors happening. I just didn't want to keep it. We also had a little table that was just full of like little dolls and stuff like that, and it was so busy itself, and then you add so many different colors. So I really wanted to make it a little more neutral. I do change the carpet to wood, and I put the wood throughout the house because again, that's something I didn't do previously. Previously, every single room had something different. So the kitchen was tiled. I think the bathroom had different tiles. Then the two bedrooms had, I think one had white carpet, the other one had black wood, and then the entrance area had this dark brown type of carpet. So everything looked different, and I decided to make that the same throughout the house. I made the fireplace a little bit bigger compared to what it was. I will say that a lot of the things I have in my game now weren't available when I first did this build, or I just didn't own them. So for example, at the moment I think I have cats and dogs, I have city living, get together. With the game packs, I have spa day, jungle adventures, and parenthood. So I do have a lot more packs than I used to. I also have seasons. I didn't have these when I originally did this build, and I don't have every single pack that The Sims 4 came out with. I just can't afford that, and some of the packs I just don't really want. But I did have a few more options, which I think really came in handy with this build. When I previously did this build, I believe I only had Get to Work, Get Together, and City Living. So I did have those three expansion packs. I didn't have any of the game packs or anything, so some of the items you see might be from any of those packs. If not, then it's possible that I just chose not to use anything. But like I said, now with the renovation, there are probably some more things from different packs. Over here, we are busy doing the kitchen area, and the whole inspiration for this kitchen area was that there would be a office area within the kitchen. So it sounds really weird, but it's something that I saw in real life and I thought was a really cool idea. So I decided to do it in The Sims. I just don't think I 100% liked the way it looked. I much prefer it now. I kind of moved everything over so it's not completely in the middle, just because I wanted to move the entire layout around. I wanted to move where the fridge was, I wanted to move where the table was, and because the island feature is so big, there's just not a lot of room to do anything around it or anything. So I kind of decided to move everything over, and I think I made it a tiny bit smaller as well. We then replaced one of the island counters with a desk so that you could actually sit and work. It just kind of worked out a little bit better and it fit kind of perfectly, which I was happy about. We then switched the way everything was laid out. So instead of the dining table being closer to the front of the house, we made that whole area along there the kitchen, and then we moved the dining area to the little nook where there are the windows. I did like the previous layout of the kitchen and everything. I thought it was pretty cool, but at the end of the day, I wanted to have a big kitchen and there was just more room in the dining area rather than for the kitchen. I wanted to move everything back one, but the columns didn't line up, so I kind of decided to stick with the way it was, and to kind of fill the space behind it, I just put some, I don't know what you call it, it's like a cupboard with the plates and stuff in it, so it doesn't really work in The Sims 4, it doesn't do anything, but it just kind of looked quite good. This room was also starting to look very, very white, and although I do like a white room, it was just a little bit too much for me, so I decided to change the floor instead of actually changing the walls or anything around it, and I kind of went with this tile, which I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite tiles in The Sims 4 that we have the options for, so I decided to make this tile the kitchen floor and the bathroom floor. The bathroom I basically kept the same. There wasn't a lot I wanted to change. I did change the mirror, however, to make it a bigger mirror, and it's a kind of a weird bathroom because I probably should have added a toilet to the bigger bathroom, but I didn't. That's just not the way I did it before, so I decided not to change it this time. Here we are changing up the first bedroom, which is a more lighter blue themed. It's still a little bit kiddish and everything like that. I love the way the shelf area looked. I really kind of wanted to keep that, but I don't know, it's just the way the bookshelves were didn't really inspire me, so I decided to kind of switch that up a little bit and add a few more decorations. I also changed the way the beds looked and everything because I think almost all the beds, I can't think of the master suite, but I know the two rooms downstairs had the same style of beds, and it is somewhat realistic. I just wanted to change it to something else. There is not a PC in this room. I'm pretty sure there's not a PC in the other room on the ground floor, but I did put a tablet in this room. I don't know if it's the actual tablet or if it's just the art thing where you can basically draw pictures. It basically acts as an easel, so I don't know which one I put down. I'm gonna guess it's a tablet, but I'm probably wrong about that, and I just kind of moved some things around. Over here we have the other bedroom, and I didn't change too much about this room. I did change like the bed, the wallpaper, and I moved a lot of things around. I think I actually added a window. The window wasn't there before, so I needed to work everything around it and see what kind of worked out. I do keep one of those tables that the books are on, but I don't keep both of them just because I thought that was unnecessary, and the way I did it now kind of makes more sense. I like the way that it looks at the moment. So the table is kind of tucked in beneath the shelf, and next to it is the school bag for the kid. Kind of imagine that maybe they're the oldest sibling, maybe they're already going to high school, whereas the other room is, it could also be for like a teenager, maybe like a tween or a preteen or something along those lines. And yeah, they still kind of have some of their old kiddish stuff and they just don't have the heart to throw it out. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Over here we have the gaming room, and I didn't change too much about this. This is kind of like the big TV where you can watch movies or you can play stuff on your console or anything like that. So I did want it to be kind of different, but it's also a bit more of a darker theme. So if you do turn off all the lights, nothing stands out too much. It's just one of those things that I thought would be cool to have a gaming room. So I put these cabinets quite a few places in this room in particular, because I kind of imagine it looks like you can open it up and get some games out of it and possibly just play games that way. There's also some books. I don't know why you would keep books in your gaming room, but possibly you could. I just decided to put random clutter in there because that worked for me. We then have a bathroom that's connected to the gaming room, so you don't have to go all the way inside if you need the bathroom. I didn't change too much in there. I think I just changed the color scheme of a few things, and right outside there's just a mirror and a chair because the wardrobe I was thinking of using didn't really fit. Upstairs you have more of a gaming room, a more official gaming room. So there's an extra bed there just in case somebody's staying over or in case you want to kind of sleep in this room. I thought that would be a pretty good idea. There is a bookshelf, and most importantly there will be more gaming / working out stuff in here. So I kept the workout machine that was previously in here, and I kept the motion gaming rig that was also in here. I also decided to add a foosball table to the middle of the room because that was something I previously wanted in this room. I wanted either a foosball table or a pool table, and I don't think either of them are in base game. I know a pool table definitely isn't in the game, at least not the packs I own, but since then I'm pretty sure I've gotten access to a foosball table. That might have actually came with Get Together. So if I did have Get Together, I don't know why I didn't use it because I was definitely looking for it, but that's kind of what the gaming room is. So that is most of the house done. We are now going to move up to the official kind of TV room after I put in these two closets. I kind of just imagine them as linen closets, so if somebody gets cold, they can grab a blanket out of there. And over here is the official movie kind of room. This room is meant to be quite dark, so if you turn off the lights you can kind of just have a movie marathon and enjoy. There's a bunch of movie posters on the walls and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool, and there's an easel there as well. I just kind of thought that perhaps like there's an easel but no one really uses it, like perhaps someone used to use the easel but now it's just kind of taking up space, so they just tried to put it anywhere they could, and that would be the movie room. Over there we have the master bedroom that is connected to the movie cinema hangout room, and that will be the parents' bedroom. So I changed the mirror to make it a bigger mirror. I really love that mirror that came with Seasons, and when I was busy redoing the house previously I noticed that I put way too many things in this room. I put 3 different mirrors in here, which made absolutely no sense. I put 2 clocks, literally one underneath the other, and I know what I was going for. I was going for more his and her room, so they each had their own dresser, they each had their own clock, they each had their own mirrors, and even though I know that was the theme, it still seemed a little bit ridiculous looking back on it. So I changed that a lot. I got it down to only having one dresser, and I put in walk-in closets as well. And then I got rid of all the standing mirrors. I think we might put another one in just because there was a lot of room in this room. But we do also have the wall mirror for the kind of makeup vanity section. I know with, I believe it's like luxury living, I don't even remember what it's called, but the pack where you get butlers, basically you can get a vanity area or a vanity station. I don't own that pack, so I'm kind of making do with what I have. We then have the master suite, which again I didn't change much of. I changed the mirror area, and I also added a different type of sink just so it looked a little bit less clunky, I guess that's the word that comes to my mind. Also, something that really surprised me is that I thought ever since I did speed builds I always added in toilet paper, and I know it's not actually used in The Sims 4, I know it's just a decorative object, but that's always one of the first things I put in a house when I make a bathroom. So when I redid this house and noticed that I didn't put toilet paper anywhere, I was so surprised because I have no idea when I picked up that habit. Maybe I just didn't know it existed until I found it one day and then I started using it. Honestly thought I used it all the time. So we're about to get into these screenshots, and there are a few things that I just want to say about these screenshots. I tried to do it in such a way that you would see the before and after, but I did end up taking a few more pictures of the new version because I want you to see it in all of its angles with all of the hard work I put into it. And also, sorry if the quality is a little bit weird for the before shots. I couldn't really find the backups I did on the video, so I had to go to my YouTube video and I had to take screenshots that way, but I tried to do it to the best of my ability so that it wasn't too low quality. And secondly, if you're wondering why it kind of looks all dead in the new version and everything like that, basically when I first did this build I didn't have seasons or anything like that. I'm still fairly new to seasons and new to taking screenshots during seasons, and for some reason the save file I built this in, it was going into winter, so all the plants started dying. If you look closely, there's a little bit of snow in the screenshots, and I was going to create like a whole new save file and move everything over there so that the picture quality would be better, but I just decided at the end of the day that, you know what, I'm just going to keep it the way it is. But when you place the house, if you don't have seasons or when it's in summer or anything like that, the plant should look like how it did in the actual speed build. So apologies for that. I will have all of my social medias linked down below if you want to give it a follow, and if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. I am live streaming a lot recently, so if you want to catch one of my live streams, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you're notified whenever I stream. I don't just play Sims on streams, I play a bunch of other games, so I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!